we've been working from butterfly, so on the knees. This week, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our butterfly to enter into a deep half though. Okay, so I'm going to start here in the butterfly that we've been working. I'm going to grab same side collar, and I'm going to put my hand on the ground and kind of adjust like I'm going to do a hook sweep. Okay, so I have the collar here. And notice as I'm adjusting, his weight's shifting, right? One of the biggest things with getting to butterfly, see if I got. Anyway, one of the biggest things about deep half is I got to get underneath him. And if all of his weight's on between both of his legs, I'm going to be carrying his entire weight over the top of me if I try to climb underneath him right now. And that's not what I want, okay? I want this to work on Big Kid too. And I'm not going to pull him on top of me. I don't even think I could if I tried pull him on top of me. He'd just flop on top of me. So I'm here. I want as much weight as possible over here, because what I'm going to do is instead of going under his weight, I want to go under his light leg, and I want to make this leg light. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push here, and notice his hand went to the ground. That's kind of the kind of pressure you need. And now I'm going to start to dive under. Now as I dive under, now his weight is on this side. So as this hand dives underneath, this hook can lift his knee. I'm using my toes under his knee to start lifting. Okay? And my hand's going to come under, and I'm going to keep this hand's pushing him over my head. And when this one dives under, I'm going to scoop and push over my head as well. Okay? I want his weight to stay over there. I don't want him to shift back to his other leg. So I'm in here. Now that I'm underneath him, I'm going to pull, and this leg slides to his ankle. And this arm is going to come all the way, not to this leg, it's going to come all the way to this leg. And I'm going to use my bicep and shoulder to push against his butt, still pushing him over my head. And as I continue to spin through, I'm going to catch his ankle and land on my opposite side shoulder. Okay. This hand is reaching all the way around, grabbing his inner thigh like you're going to open up his knee. Okay. We're just going to do the entry for now. Okay, I did it very slow. I'm going to do it slow again, and then I'll show you what it's supposed to look like full speed. But here, I'm pushing his weight, so he's going to carry his weight on this leg now, so that I don't have to carry it. Start to dive underneath, and I'm going to use my toe under his knee to raise his leg. It helps if I keep my knee crunched into my body. So see how my knee and my elbow never really came apart? Now once I'm here, I'm still pushing him there. I'm sliding to his ankle and coming under and catching. Right here. I still have his collar right now. The worst thing that can happen to me here is he's going to get his underhook, right? So as I'm coming through, even though my arm's sticking out, I'm pushing him that way. If he tries to grab my arm, it's a little harder. And I'm coming out the back anyway, right? The more he's reaching that way, the more I'm pushing him that way, the easier it is for me to come out behind, which is the next thing we're going to work to do. Okay? But the big mistake I had when I was teaching this the other day was as they're diving through, they went from pushing to pulling them on top of themselves with that collar grip. Okay? So full speed here. Here, I'm pushing, I'm diving underneath, and spinning through. Boom. You want to catch that ankle between your legs. This hook here, you can take it out, that's fine, or you can leave it in, both ways work. Questions on this, the entry into deep half, other than why would you want to be underneath someone like that? Okay.
Can I just see one more time?
Yes. Here, driving their weight. My elbow and my knee are close, and I'm hooking my toes. This hand's diving under. You're basically wrapping yourself around one of their legs. Go? Go. All right, let's go. What I want you guys to do is exactly what we were doing, but what I want is the more you You bump them with your shoulder as you spin through, the more space there is for your head to pop out the back. What you really want to do is threaten to come out behind them. People in jiu-jitsu don't want you behind them. So a lot of times, even if you just pop out behind them, they sit to their guard to turn and face you. A lot of times you end up with a sweep that way. If they don't sit and face you, you need to turn all the way to your knees and control their hips from behind, which will give you a chance to take their back. Okay? So I'm here, I'm driving here, I'm diving all the way through, and I just keep bumping. Just throw that arm across their hip until you pop out the back, right? Once I'm out the back, I should spin all the way to my knees and control around the hips, at which point I can start working for hooks. Okay? So I'm doing the same entry, but all I'm going to do is, as I'm diving through, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to pop this one hard as my legs spin through and spin all the way to my knees. So here, boom, pop that one and spin all the way to my knees and come out behind. So basically what we were doing, just don't stop the momentum. Keep throwing them over your head. Big arm throw to make space for your head to pop out and come all the way to your knees. Questions?